So welcome to this new episode of Arayah's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making one of my household favorites, Arayadillas, also known as quesadillas. Let's get started. Today you'll need tortilla shells, salsa, if you want to have salsa, cheese of your liking, and sour cream if you want to have sour cream, and butter for our pan. So this butter, it says it's peanut butter, but it's not peanut butter, it's butter. It's butter that me and my grandma have made. So, yeah. So let's get started. So you need to turn your stove onto medium. And then you're going to get a little thing of butter and use it. And while we are waiting for the butter to melt, let's welcome our retired spatula, Bob. He's back from retirement from an episode. So yeah, we really missed you, Bob. We are glad that you were back for this episode. Thank you. So yeah. So you want to make sure you have your taco shells ready, so when the butter does melt, make sure the butter gets spreaded all around. And again, I said this in my last episode, but never ever use a silver spatula. Use plastic spatulas, because if you use silver spatulas, it scratches the finishing on the pan. So that's why you use plastic spatulas. I'm going to be making 2 quesadillas, but you do not need to make 2 quesadillas. You can make 15 quesadillas. You can make 100 quesadillas. You can make 2,100 quesadillas. You can make 7 billion quesadillas for everybody, unless if they're lactose intolerant, because lactose intolerant can't have cheese. So, or you can just make quesadillas for your family. But today, I'm making it for me because I'm hungry, and yeah. So, after when your butter has melted, which mine has, you want to put your tortilla onto the pan and wait until you see like bubbles. Like, it's like air bubbles. I don't know how to explain it. So, yeah. So, even more waiting. Missed you, Bob the spatula, from retirement from an episode. Yeah. Even though it was a day you were retired for an episode. Do 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 yeet. So there's like these little itty bitty bubbles on the tortilla. There's little itty bubbles, which is like right here. You see that? Okay, so this is how it works. So the side that is on the pan, so the side that is downwards on the pan, cooking, is the outside. And the part that is not on the pan is the inside. So on this side, you're going to put your cheese on here. And if you want to, you can also put sour cream. You can. I usually do, but you don't have to. Or salsa, or you can do all 3 if you like it to get spicy. So, you don't want to flip it. Like with the French toast, you don't want to keep on flipping it, because one side is supposed to be cooked and the other side isn't. It's kind of strange. So, yeah. That's why I'm only flipping my tortilla for a short period of time, because the inside isn't supposed to be that burnt or crisp. We should call this episode the perfect quesadillas, Arayadillas, because 1, they're Arayadillas, and 2, because they're Arayadillas. and 3 because these are going to be perfect. Oh, look, it's making bubbles. So there's a bubble right there. Spice, 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 baby. Oh yeah, 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 spice, spice, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Um. So in my contract of being the host of Arayah's Kitchen, I can't interfere with breaking the fourth wall between episodes. So so I didn't break the fourth wall. Don't tell my momager. She's totally not behind the camera, so. So our quesadilla shell is done. It's going to look like this when it's done. So yes, I'm going to go and get my cheese, and you are going to spread your cheese. It doesn't matter if you get it off of the pan. You just want, your main goal is to put it on top of the shell. But if you get it off of the pan, that's okay. I like my quesadillas extra, extra cheesy, but you don't have to make yours like that. So, I'm going to use this. I'm gonna spread it out. Like that. So, now that our quesadilla is ready, we're going to let it there and let the cheese melt. And after, when the cheese has melted, I'll show you what you're going to do. So we're just going to wait. Dabba dabba yeet yeet or whip yeet yeet whip yeet 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 head lean. Do 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 do. You want it to, if you've ever had nachos before, you want it to look like how the delicious melted cheese is on your nachos, because delicious melted cheese on nachos is life, like life goals, life everything. So, it is done. Didn't take that quick. I mean, that long. So, you are going to flip it like this. But you're not going to flip it upside down. You're just going to flip that part. And you're going to press it down. And yes, it might sound like it's steaming, but that's actually a good sign, because it means that it's done. So you can check on both sides of how beautiful this is and how spicy it's going to be. So now, since it's done, you are going to turn off your oven. Oh, we have to go to my great grandpa's house today. So I'm going to pack up this for lunch. And you can pack this up for school, like how I'm packing this up to go on the road. So you also want to make sure before you start cutting that your pan is off of its burner so it can cool off. Even though you turn it off, it doesn't mean that it's actually off, because it's still going to be kind of hot. It's just that you're telling it to stop, don't bring any more heat. So let's finish cutting. All right, and now I'm going to get my sour cream, going to whip it up because, whip it up. I'm going to whip up my sour cream because it is kind of soggy and wet. And since with the salsa, okay, so actually, to popular Arayah belief, since salsa starts with an S, it also, and S also starts with slide. So slide also starts with an S. The salsa slides. Yeah, or slithers. So you don't have to get a spoon for this because it's going to slither down. Do you see it slithering? You can also help it by like patting it. My grandpa might want some too, so we'll see. So we are done. The possibilities are endless for this recipe. You can add meat to your quesadillas or all types of stuff. Thank you for watching this episode of Arayah's Kitchen. If you'd like to find more episodes or recipes on how to make stuff, visit my website, arayaskitchen.com. Keep it spicy.